Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Um, okay, so we've been carrying on with quite a few repairs and so on like that, and we've been slowing down on the rest of vehicles, right? So I'm actually gonna do two vehicles in one today. Um, One is the triple three that we're building. It's another aerosol that not building, we're restoring. Another aerosol car that we're restoring. It's painted. The car is in the background already. This is the pedal and brake setup for it. Then this is for the red IS that we've started a while back. So I'm gonna do the two cars in one. The brake booster for the red car I've done already. This is for the triple three, but we're not gonna open the booster up as such. We've decided to actually just replace the master cylinder and not stress too much about it, because seals are, if you work out the cost between seals, the effort and time you spend on plating it, cleaning it up, honing it, it's the same as buying a decent aftermarket one which has the same seals in it. So what we're going to do today in today's episode, right, this is part one of the pedal assemblies, because I'm going to do a strip down on it nicely, and then obviously we're going to do a powder coating plate and so on like that. So you'll see, this is one of the other vehicles. This is for the brown 3 to 5 that we've been busy with. These guys have all been powder coated nicely. I've done quite a bit of the nuts and bolts already. So when I assemble, I'll assemble all three of them together. Okay, so this is your brake assembly. This is sits underneath your dashboard, your cubby actually, your brake booster mounts. So your body sits here, your brake booster mounts from the front, and then you've got 4 bolts that hold that, right? So I've loosened everything already, because these guys are fairly tight. Remember, they've never been opened and played with. So I just want to also keep the nuts and bolts together, because I see that some of them are missing quite a bit of the smaller nutty gritties. Right, so keep those two together. You'll get two 17s just to pull this guy out. So this is the lever that runs in between. See, there's a whole lot of muck in here, a whole lot of dirt in here. Okay, so, and remember, you got roller bearings on the inside here, right? So you got these bushes. You've got these bushes on the outside here. These are like a plastic, hard plastic type of bush. And then you've got a shaft on the inside, and you've got rollers that sit on here. So when we assemble, we also want to get this guy cleaned up nicely, get the rollers cleaned up, get them lubricated properly, and then put on. So I see this guy is a bit hard. I'm going to spray some lubricant onto it and just let it soak for a bit. And then I'm going to have to tap it out slowly. Okay. So let us see. I'll have to tap this guy out. So I'm going to put this guy down, right? So just to show you guys quickly, pedal assembly is very straightforward. You've got a lever that sits in here. One part of the lever goes to your brake booster. The other one runs to the main rod all the way to your panel. Right? We're going to leave this guy at the bottom for now. The part that I'm dreading. So Lenasia was on the red IS, and these guys went and basically spray painted over everything. So why I hate spray paint all that much, and they're using an injector clip. Yeah, it's a wrong clip, so I'll have to get new clips for this one. Yeah. This here was for the red IS. You can see these pedals will have to come out as well. This is an injector clip. I'll show you now how the correct clip is supposed to look. So let me loosen everything first before I go in. Okay, so now we've got a lock pin here, right? And this thing should normally slide out because of the overspray, or the not overspray, man, the spray everywhere. These guys are all tight. Wiggle it out a bit and see. Right? This is a clip now. See, your pedal assembly is basically made up of a whole lot of clips and clamps together. Yeah, she's coming out. So she's got a lock on the one side. You lift the lock up and she should slide out. But this one is a bit more stickier because it's got a whole lot of overspray onto it. Sorry, not overspray again. It's got a whole lot of spray on it. And this is going to be a mission to clean up. But yeah, I'll clean it up. See how this spray everywhere. Long nose just to wedge it in here. There. Okay, so pin and clip. That's one out. So it's very important that you keep these pin and clips together, right? Because you want to use the correct locking pins so you don't have issues with it coming out later. Because trying to get these guys in when this assembly is on the vehicle is next to impossible. So I've got to do the same thing on the side here. And I see the whole pin is moving with it. So there's a whole lot of spray on here, and I've sprayed lubricant on it already. I'm just going to try and wedge. Screwdriver in here. And I've got to take it out here because I can't slide the swivel lever out. And now that I'm playing with this thing here, I'm actually bending it in. Okay, so let me do this here, right, on this one here, because there's so much of spray on it. Let me take out the 217s. So this is the short ball 217s. Even the 17s, although they're loose, they're still tight because of the spray on it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take out this, the 17 that holds the swivel lever. I'm going to try and take this guy out. So if I do that, I should be able to slide this lever out here. Let's see if I got some space to do that. Nope. Nope. It's not going to work like that. So it wants me to not take this. I see. No. So it wants me to take this lever out like this. So I've got to take this locking pin out. And this guy's got so much of spray on it. This guy's got so much of spray on it. Okay, yeah, she's starting to loosen up here. So there's got a tap and tap as she coming out. But I guarantee you that the spin is going to give me a hard time now. So guys that like to spray everything, please don't do that. Okay, I'll have to take here's the locking pin out here. So as you can see here, there's a whole lot of spray. If it's black on black, you're not going to see that. Okay, well, there's a pin coming out easily. Okay. So I'll show you now what I've been talking about with regards to the spray. So this is the original color of it. This is the original color. It's paint everywhere, which just makes it very hard to strip out. Oh, okay. So we got one lever broken here. No, it's not broken. Okay, so here's the pin for this clip here. And I'm just gonna get some lubricant, spray onto this guy. This one is almost seized on here again. So it's the same scenario. It'll just allow me to take the lock pin out. Or the lock out, not the pin out. Let's spray some more lubricant here. myself a cloth now. So I'm just going to do this here quickly and just give it a light tap here. Right, let's see. So here's another lock button here, and that's the reason why we got those. Those lock buttons are actually very effective. I'm not using the correct ammo here. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak this guy again, and then I will try and press it out later. Right, so that was now your lever basically. So that rod that I told you that runs all the way from your driver's side to your passenger side runs on the other side of the lever connected to this guy here. So it actually sits something like this here. One rod going up, this will go to your brake pedal, this will go to your rod. So it's a whole quick mechanism that works in there. Okay, so now we would like to pull out the clutch pedal, right? Again, guys, this is for restoration purposes. So it's very tricky. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do if you want to work on your car on a Saturday and work on the how to repair your E30 projects. This is something that's a bit tricky. It's hard to get to. Your bolts to get to them in the vehicle is tedious. So it's hard already to get to them when the dashboard is out. I can just imagine when the dashboard is in. It's not impossible, but it's hard. So I'm gonna take out these two 17s again, and this is your only long. Yeah, you'll see this guy come out already. So I've got the clutch pedal here. I'll show you guys. Okay, well, I got the clutch pedal here. So again, you've got your plastic bushers on this side here, and you've got your roller bearings that run in there. So if you're restoring, it'll be ideal to pull them out because you can grease them up nicely and you don't have that squeaking noise as well. So here's one more spring in here, and it's not a high tension spring, but it's in such an awkward place. Yeah, okay, there she. Okay, so we've got one more spring in here, and then again we've got roller bearings and we've got the plastic bushers. So this one doesn't have plastic bushers, this one has just got a plastic washer in on here, right? So we just got to be careful with these guys. You'll see this one is actually starting to break off here now. I'll see if the agents stock them. We should be able to get these guys. I'd like to replace them as well. So I'm just gonna put this down here next to our brake pedal, right? So this here is now for the red eyes. Then I'm gonna show you on this guy here. There's actually quite a few grommets missing on this guy, and it's crucial that we have the grommets in place because it just makes things smoother. There's less wear on certain items. So let's see what is going on here now, because this here should slide. It should slide out here, unless this guy is bent. This guy looks a bit bent, because normally she would just slide out this way, lift up on this side here. Let's see. Okay, that's it. So it's just slightly bent, maybe from the moving around. Right, this is your accelerator pedal. Come off here. Now, here they used one wrong grommet already. This is a push in here. Again, I'm gonna tap out here. I'm not using the right tool, but there is so much of spray around these guys. I just want to show you one of these grommets quickly. Okay. So it's one of these grommets here, right? And they're available new. We can supply them out, but like I said, this is just so you can see what is going on here. There's another one of them. And this is what your pedal box looks like. So there's normally a gasket that we get on over here as well. You can see the old markings out. This is just basically onto the body. We'd like to take this rubber out as well, but I think this is wrong. It's on here because this is where your master cylinder comes on. So there's a few grommets missing from here, right? One of which is going to be this one here, but I know it's going to break as I'm taking it off. Yeah, there's it broken already. Okay, so it's this grommet here, and basically just the pedal stop. Alright, so we'll get that new and put that in. That'll also add to the detail of this guy. See if I can take this one up nicely. Yeah, I got it out. So this is how she looks complete. Okay, so I'm gonna put this guy down here. So we're gonna get these guys paint stripped. Get them in the sandblaster, and then ready for powder coating. So get these guys out here. What I would like to do is get one of my Ziploc bags here, and then we'll just keep everything from this setup here in this bag, because it's so easy to get confused between all the vehicles. So I'm gonna keep these guys in here, and I'll keep these guys in here as well. So basically this is all the stuff getting ready for plating. This is all the stuff getting ready for plating, and I'll just leave it by this unit. Okay, so let's move over to the 333, which is exactly the same. Plastic bumper, chrome bumper is the same. The only difference on the plastic bumper and the chrome bumper is your brake pedal switch. Right, one has got a plug on it, other one has got pins on it, and they adjust a little bit differently. So like I told you, I've loosened these bolts and nuts because you will see a whole lot of funny faces when we're trying to loosen them because they are just tight. This is still got the original markings on it, but it looks like this guy was done before because it's just way too clean and the bolts and nuts were just way too loose. So it seems like people started some sort of restoration here. So that's right there. Okay, so we've got our 17 medium length bolt and nut out. I'm going to pull this clip out here as well. I think I forgot to pull that clip out on the other one. So this one's got a bit of rust on the inside here, you can see already. Right, so we're going to keep this guy aside. So this is set number 2. We leave this guy on top here and we'll move the brake assembly down to the bottom. Now for this brake here. So this guy's still got the gasket on at the bottom here. This guy's actually got some nice grommets on it. So we want to look after this guy here. Let's see if I can loosen this up end. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking off your brake switch, which is adjustable as well. So you can see, you'll actually see it, right? So if I pull the clutch, clutch is still a bit tight. Here's your brake pedal here, right? So you'll actually see, sorry, I'm just going to hold the nut here. You'll actually see the pedal moving. The switch moving the pedal as I thread it in and out. So you can adjust this guy, and it's got a locking nut on it as well. Okay, so let me just get this nut. I don't want to lose this guy. So I'll show you how it looks. So this here is basically for your brake lights. So switch on, off, on, off. Here's your lock nut here, and here's your adjuster nut here, and then it's got threads into the pedal assembly. Okay, so what do we start with here first? Let's go again with the lock clips, and these should be much more easier to take out. I should have actually started with the springs here. Sorry, hold on. Let me actually start with the springs. I'm being a bit silly here. Okay, so see, that other pedal assembly didn't have all its springs to it as well. So these are the correct springs here. This allows your pedal to come back up so it doesn't sit lower down. Right? So we'll get these springs out and then I'll have to source springs for the red eyes. Spring is a little bit more sticky. So let me grab the, pull it from the side here. The plier quickly and dish it out. So you'll see they're both different directional springs. It's one type of spring that comes on these guys here. And again, we can play with colors while electroplating them later on. Okay, so we're gonna pull these guys out here quickly. You'll see this guy's also got a master cylinder clutch. Master cylinder on here. The other assembly didn't have that on. So lock button one. And this one actually slides out very easily. So you can see this unit was played with before. So I don't know what the intention was here. But anyway, we're just gonna redo it quickly. Okay, so here's another lock here. I'll slide the lock button out the side here. It's gonna fall into the pedal assembly. And that'll allow me to move it out. Lift this guy up. Lift my brake pedal up. And I can pull out this lock. Now this guy's a bit sticky. Okay, I'm just gonna use the long nose again here. Just to wedge it in. Now this is the thing with working with older cars, is that you, and it's foreseen, I can't really complain about it. You can't expect anything less than that. I mean, but just some of these guys are sticky. So here's she out. So here's the pin. Here's the connector bracket. And take that guy out. I will find the other pin in here. Here's this guy. And then there's one more pin and connector. So while this guy's still on here, I'm gonna pull this guy. Pin and look, the pin and bracket out on the side. So you can see these guys look, it looks like they've been cleaned up and then put back on. Nope, it doesn't want me to do that. So I'm basically out of space to do that. So it wants me to pull the two 17s out here. So you can see these bolts are, they're not replated, but they're cleaned. So let me pull this guy out here quickly. Okay, and then I can slide this pin out. You should normally slide out like that. So we got it in, we got it out. So you can see again here there's a roller bearing on the inside. I'm gonna get that lube. So they got a lot of roller bearings and nitty gritties on here. But this guy's got more grommets than anything else on it. So we've got another grommet here, we've got a grommet here, we've got two grommets here for your springs, and we've got a grommet here on the inside here. So this is how it should be from them. This is your accelerator pedal grommet. Right, and a lot of cars miss this, and the guys will always put a cable tie on the inside here, or something of the sort. And this grommet is always out on other cars as well. So for now, let us take off the clutch master. So why I would rather choose to do the clutch master here now is because this guy becomes a mission to do also on the vehicle. It's not impossible, it is highly possible to do it, but it just becomes a pain to get to it. And getting to these 210 bolts here, I'm going to show you there's a special bolt for this guy. So it's a 13 nut on there and a 17 bolt, right? But it's a very funny looking bolt on there. And you can see this guy's actually seized in there. So this is the bolt that you have, and you'll actually see here, this is how they look when we're done with them. So I'm going to leave that on there. Make this guy turn over here. Just going to take this master cylinder off quickly, and then I'll pull the pipe right through this. So give me my size 10s. And I see the other pedal assembly was even missing the size 10 bolts. But now, this guy has been replaced before. Because I see, I'll show it to you now, that the head on the size 10s are different as well. So they got different types of heads. So this is the head that you should come with a washer on it. So we'll have to get that corrected as well. Now, the master cylinder is loose. This is the original pipe that they come with, because they've got a material braiding over it. They are rated differently. Okay. So this is your clutch master, and you'll see that this guy is locked in here. It's seized. So I just want to see how to get this grommet out here. I'm gonna try and take her out with she's got pins to lock in on the side here. So looks like it's good enough. There she. Looks like she came out the one side. You'll find a lot of accelerator cables don't come, or the aftermarket ones do not come with this clip on it, and I'm scared now. I don't want to break on this clip, but the side is giving me a hard time here. Just I'm gonna try and I'm gonna leave that on. I'm gonna see how I can get it off. Okay. I've never really had to take it off because most of these vehicles don't have them on. So let's just grab the pedal assembly off quickly. So that'll be a 217s again. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this bolt out here. There's a nut for it. Pedal assembly is there, the bushes are there, the roller bearings are there. Okay, I'm gonna slide this guy through. Okay, I showed you guys these roller bearings there as well. And then I was gonna show you now the lock clip that we took out. So on the IS one, guys used an injector clip on there. This is the original lock clip that we need to use. So the lock clip only goes onto the one side. Again, you'll see we're allowed to slide it over to the one side, and that's how she should pop out. Simple and easy. And you'll see this grommet is actually coming apart. This is how these grommets are broken out. So what happens, you'll always have a wiggly pedal or a rattle on the pedal, and these grommets are so easy to just Not easy, but they're cheap to change. Okay, so guys, this is part one of the pedal assemblies. We're gonna get them ready, like I told you, now for paint stripping, electroplating, and sandblasting, and that whole shenanigan. See, these guys slip out. Part two will be once these guys are all powder coated, they will be ready for assembly. So I just want to get all of, again, just get all of these guys together. There's quite a few more grommets and clips that we need to get on. So on the assembly side, I'll show you guys about that. I'll try and give you some part numbers if there is available. And then don't forget the springs, the brake assembly, the brake switch. This is your bolt and nut for the brake assembly. So guys, anyway, this is part one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've got quite a bit of electroplating to do and cleaning and so on like that. We're gonna get that done, and then we're gonna get ready to assemble the others. Brake booster, what I'm gonna do on the brake boosters, if on the specific vehicle here we're not actually gonna open them up, I'm gonna give them a nice spray. There's a clip on it. Get that into the master cylinders. I told you we are gonna change. I'm gonna just bring it here for you guys. Okay, so with the brake boosters, they were working in the vehicles before. You don't really want to open the diaphragms and play around with the diaphragm in there. So we're going to do these clips. This is your adjuster clip that runs through the rod I spoke to you about earlier. This is a clip on here that we're going to have plated. Your bottle will be cleaned up. Master cylinder will be done. And then your splitter unit will be taken apart and replated. So there's nothing much on a brake booster, but we're going to have that done. So just to show you quickly how your splitter unit looks when they're taken apart. It looks like this. We'll electroplate the piping, clean this guy up, electroplate the brackets and the bolts, and that's it. Guys, again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. The put together will be much more exciting. Like, subscribe, share, you guys know what to do. But this here was the update for the red IS that's in restoration currently, and it is one of the Aero Silver 333s. Cheers guys.